Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to this channel. We are happy to have you back. Today, we want to discuss on this topic, Biafra. We want to talk about Biafra. Since 1967, when Chief Chukwemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, then a general in the army, led his people to war against Nigeria in a bid to actualize the sovereign state of Biafra, Ndi Igbo has refused to drop the agenda of having a sovereign state of their own. A lot of people have taken up on the struggle after Chief General Odumegwu Ojukwu left that struggle. We had the likes of Chief Ralph Wazirike and some other groups. But today, this same struggle is being championed by a man called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has actually pushed this struggle to a very enviable height. But what we're here to talk about today is why, after all the investments, after all the attention, after all the efforts being put in by all these people to secede from Nigeria, why it has become difficult, or why it looks difficult to actualize this secession agenda. And we also want to talk about some of the ideas that Biafrans can try in a bid to see what it can fetch them in the actualization of this struggle. The Biafran War of 1967 to 1970 had Ndi Igbo losing close to 5 million of its citizens. A whooping 5 million. So that option of going to war again is what is making them foot drag in the struggle for the actualization of Biafra. But the leaders of this struggle today, I think they have adopted a non-violent approach to the struggle. The notorious leader of this struggle for today, known as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has set up a group called the Indigenous People of Biafra, who are currently agitating for the sovereign state of Biafra. And even as this struggle is non-violent, it has a lot of challenges. But our question today, what we want to explore, is why is it difficult? Why does it seem difficult for Ndi Igbo to actually, Ndi Igbo and Easterners, to actually actualize this agitation? And we want to also proffer some possible ideas on what they can do to move this struggle forward. First, to actualize the sovereign state of Biafra, Ndi Igbo need a trusted leader, and this is exemplified by the person of Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has proven to be selfless, focused, determined, and fearless. If Ndi Igbo can give him the support that he needs, they can push this struggle forward. The second thing that they need to do is to massively educate the Easterners on why they need Biafra. They need to convince themselves they actually need Biafra, and make sure that a lot of people are drawn to this ideology, so that when they say one thing, they do whatever they have planned. Not that they will be divided among themselves. So for them to achieve that, they need to do massive sensitization of the citizens, of all the people that are interested in the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra. Because I understand that it's not just Igbos that are struggling for Biafra. So, but there is need for everybody to be carried along. There is need for all of them to agree on this ideology and push it forward. So to do that, you need to assure them, give them assurance that all will be well at the end, that whatever they have lost, they will regain. Like now, there are fears majorly that they are going to lose their properties, since Igbos are in the habit of having properties all over everywhere. And that has been an impediment to this agitation. They need that reassurance. They need to be assured that they will not lose their properties, that there is a mechanism in place to make sure that after they have gotten Biafra, that they will also have access to their property. The third thing that Ndigbo needs to do, or the Easterners need to do, is to properly apply civil disobedience. Since they have taken the non-violent route, having paid the price, having shed so much blood in 1967 through 1970, what they need to do right now is to properly apply civil disobedience, reject government and their demands, reject government, refuse to obey the commands from government. They are already doing that. The sit at home, the ghost town, the shutdown, the lockdown is already massively achieving that. They should continue in that line, but there are dangers to that. But then is a good one, is sending the right message to this present day government. Southeasterners should stop participating in elections, whether by voting or contesting. They should desist from anything election. If they can do this one, this is huge, this is big. If they can do this one, they withdraw, all their politicians resign their appointments and take a stand. That is Biafra that they want. That is all that they need to do to actualize Biafra. But is this very possible? Another point that can help people sustain this struggle again, or make another strong statement, is when all Igbos, all Southeasterners, no matter where they are, should head back to their homeland. There should be Operation All Igbos Come Back Home. Operation All Igbos Come Back Home. Once they're at home, they can now strategize. It's another strong statement. This referendum, nothing past this referendum. You don't need to vote. They have already voted by coming home, by rejecting to vote, by investing in agriculture, by taking small steps. When it comes to obeying the government of the day's order or command or directive, they institute sit at home. You see, all these small things, you garnish your struggle, garnish the struggle, so that at the end of the day, success will be your own. Biafra is not far, only that the saboteurs, those people that are still involving intensively in the affairs of the Nigerian state, are the ones that are dragging the struggle back.